So you did a video going straight at this son of a bitch for saying great athletes don't get tired. I know for a fact that a lot of haters came out of the fucking woodworks on it, on this, which I fucking love, because it's anytime the haters show up, you've done something right. Talk to me about this post. Talk to me about the emotion you had in this and why that emotion was so strong when this happened.
It's not that I personally don't believe in hard work. It's not that I believe that athletes shouldn't push and push and push to see what they're made of. Where I have issue with this is that is really the only message that is really heard inside of the sports world. That in order to be great, you never get tired. You never show anything other than perfection, other than complete and utter domination. It's just not true. It's not true as a human being. We get tired. We feel doubt. We feel shame. We feel guilt. We feel, holy shit, I am tired. Does that mean I'm no longer great? That's what I'm saying. And everybody who came out either called me like a snowflake or I've never worked hard in my life. And I just wanted to say, fuck you. I've done 12-hour practices in my life from 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. I know what it's like to push through something when you feel like you're at the break. But what my whole point is that is the only message that athletes hear. What can happen, I'm not saying it happens with every athlete, what can happen is that becomes the belief they adopt, and the moment they get tired, that's when the mental trash comes in, because the belief then becomes, well, I'm tired, that must mean I'm no longer great. And then the whole message is, well, you just need to keep pushing, you need to suck it up, you need to keep your head down, shut up, and don't show weakness. And a lot of the other comments were, well, MJ and Kevin Durant and Kobe Bryant, they're the ones who pushed through and never said anything. And I challenged one of the guys. I said, well, were you an athlete? Did you ever get tired? Like, you keep saying about all these greats. How do you know if they were ever tired or never got tired? He's like, well, I've heard enough of their interviews to say that they never got tired. So that's enough for me. I'm like, yeah, that makes total sense. Thank you. Appreciate that.
It doesn't matter what level of competitive athletics you're at, college, world team, pro. There, we've gotten really good, even when I was at Division II level, to be able to pick and choose what reality we presented to the masses. Just because they talk one way, because it is a thing. You're not going to go to an interview if you're heading into a big game, a big tournament, conference playoffs, conference tournament, national championship. You're never going to put out in an interview about, I really got tired and I practiced last week. That's not going to ever be the message you put publicly as an athlete. But there's no way for people who have not been in that position to understand what they're saying, what's actually going on at the practices, what they're saying to their support mechanism that they have in place about what's happening. And this really feeds into another post that you had that I absolutely love, that I bookmarked. Athletes are under no obligation to have their shit together all the time. Thank you for saying that, because that is a thing. Because, unless you've competed at a competitive level where you have the pressure of, hey, I need to win this match or my season is done. Even within the wrestling room, I have to win this match or I'm not the starter for the duel this weekend. There is all kinds of emotion and pressure going on. And there are going to be times when it doesn't go your way that you are going to lose it. Mm-hmm. And you now have to, and it is the best coaches will help you figure out when that happens. All right, how do you handle it better the next time? But we're human. And that's a key thing that you just said. And I think that's really important for business owners as well, for everyone that's listening who is, no longer a competitive athlete, but now in business, and you're trying to hit that, we've totally stole the whole concept that we talked about on SCN, the Badass Live morning show, about the 5-year-old that's going to play the Super Bowl in 18 years. Mm-hmm. There is that big championship thing that business owners are playing for, and at times it's not going to go right, and you're going to lose your shit. And understanding how to handle that and what the inner voices are actually saying and being able to say, you just need to shut the fuck up and stop, and be able to shut that off is a key skill for business owners.
Absolutely. There's so much crossover between athletics and business. And, the other thing too is that going back to that comment is, and I was having this conversation with someone the other day, like when someone references Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Kevin Durant, right? They grew up in a very different world than athletes or even modern day business owners are growing up in, right? The world of information is at our fingertips. Everybody has a goddamn opinion. Everybody wants to believe they're right, and everyone will shove that down your throat. And it's really hard, I don't care who you are, to filter that out in any way.